All right, we're out at the home of David and Tina Gast. We're doing some siding here. Not too much siding. Got a lot of brick. Beautiful home. A lot of brick. So we're basically just tackling the siding issues that they're having, and then doing some fascia work. So what we have here, first of all, ooh, that sun's bright. This is the major area here. You can kind of see here in this area, it's really soft and warped. Just masonite. It's been kind of an ongoing problem over the last couple of years, and it's just basically time to get it addressed before it gets much worse. So there's a little bit of better angle here, but all this in here is all soft. It's been recalked, but you can obviously tell it's not holding anymore. So what we're going to do, basically, our process is take everything off the wall, dispose of everything, resheathe the wall with a 7/16 inch OSB, Tyvek it, seam tape, all the flashing necessary, retrim the windows, and then put on our Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4. So that's kind of our scope of work. Basically get rid of all these issues. Obviously in this area here we're going to inspect the framing and make any kind of notes and show basically Dave and Tina the condition of that board, so they know that we're not covering up anything that shouldn't be covered up. If there are repairs, those will be addressed and done by our guys. Now, depending on the scope and how much rot is behind there, that might have to be addressed at basically a no markup change order. But as far as we can tell, I think, although the board looks pretty bad, I don't think we have serious framing rot behind there. So that's kind of the situation here on the left side of the home. Got really tall. It's one thing to consider. We may be using some scaffolding or some combination of scaffolding and ladder to accomplish getting way up at that peak. I'd say we're probably a good 10, 20, probably close to 30 some odd feet at the peak up there. So that's kind of what we got there. Fascia, obviously the fascia will go right on top. We're doing a fascia. Since we have a 2-inch fascia, we're doing a 5/16 fascia overlay with the Hardie, and that will basically help out in the event they want to put on gutters. Won't have that to worry about as far as causing rot. So that's kind of the situation all the way around here. Here's the other part. Got this rake wall here, basically. It's minor bowing. Looks like some water, kind of rot, not as nearly as bad as the other side, but same idea here. This will all be taken care of. This little dormer as well. We got one window wrap here in the dormer, fascia on the dormer, and then we got this little guy on each side. We have a little, kind of basically a half gable that we'll address as part of that. And then coming over to this right side here, again, this side's starting to show some early signs of what the other side's doing, but not nearly as bad here. So that's in fairly decent shape. But that's pretty much our scope of work. Again, same thing, taking off everything, installing 7/16 inch OSB, Tyvek, all the moisture infiltration barrier, trim, Hardie trim, 1x4, and then installing our select Cedar Mill 8 1/4 board with a 7-inch exposure is pretty much our scope of work. So Dave, Tina, we appreciate you guys having us out to look at the project, and we look forward to working for you. Thanks so much.